Okay, thank you all for making time to get on the webinar tonight to hear a little bit more about what's going on with this new Epic Era MLM. Myself and my wife and a friend of ours, Alison from Sydney, just returned from a quick trip over to Utah for the very first event or the pre-launch event for this company. And we just want to share with you what we saw, what we heard, and go through things a little bit over tonight just to show you what's happening, what's coming, how early this is, and if you're looking for something, if you're looking for a home, if you're looking for an opportunity because of timing, product, and everything that wants to add up, then we really believe this is it. Last week, as I said, there was over 400 people in Utah. There was first timers. There was medium level timers, which I like to call, like people like myself and my wife, been in it for about 10 years. This type of industry, but certainly some gurus that have been in there for about 30 years. Some of those names, I'll wait for them to announce themselves. But when you see some of the names of the people coming on board, you'll understand why we're pretty excited. I'll also explain one of the great aspects of Epic and what they have to offer in regards to why some leaders are coming on board, apart from the obvious fact that the timing, the people behind it, and everything like that is just amazing. So the screen you can see, obviously, a lot of people would have seen it. It's the epicera.com. It's the generic company website that we're using at the moment. A lot of things on there, but I'm going to go through a couple of things very briefly tonight. I will be quick, I will be brief, and if you have any questions, please get back to the person that asked you to be on this webinar, and they'll have their questions answered. So on this website, you can show people the website if you want to share the business, and there's a couple of videos, the social community video up the front there. Scrolling down, you'll see the video from Vincent Tan, or Tan Sri as he's known. Vincent is the billion-dollar, it's worth $1.3 billion. He's the owner of the company called Bajaya Group. And Bajaya Group is actually the large company that's invested inside of Epic, or is pushing Epic along. And I encourage you to search Vincent Tan, find out what he's doing. I was watching a video today about how he's joined the legacy giving legacy. I can't think the name off the top of my head, but Bill Gates set it up where they promised to give half their wealth away during their lifetime. So, amazing person. And when you see what he's done and what he's involved in, you'll be pretty confident that when Vincent Tan puts his money into something, it really works out. And you'll find out there's also a video. On that video there, you'll hear about his story about how he really made himself as a self-made man. Video from the CEO, Glenn Jensen, also just his vision and what's coming. But scroll back up, you'll see here they've downloaded the PDF of our vision. Some of you have already seen this, but I do want to just quickly go through it. So I'm just going to scroll down to a couple of key points. Goes through the vision, talks about being in the right place at the right time with the McDonald's franchise. If you're there right at the start, imagine where you'd be sitting right now. Quick slide there about the customer experience, personal leader development, leader acquisition, and the customer acquisition. The main thing I want to touch on with this one is I met a guy by the name of Bruce Davis in Utah, and he's actually been brought on in a corporate role by this company as to develop the personal development program. So this company is actually invested in not just getting people on board and to spread the word, but they are invested in helping the members develop personally, spiritually, however you want to say it. And I just thought when I met this guy and I found out they've hired this gentleman to do this job, I thought this company's already on the right track. It's just amazing to see. Then we scroll down. The epic goals, get the best of all worlds. This comes into a couple of things. I just want to explain quickly. The shopping cart. So eCauseway partnership, the strategic partnership with them, allows us to go on a website and purchase product. I'm not very technical, so if I try and explain something to you, it will sound a bit basic. But when we're sitting there watching their presentation on the back office that is coming, it is second to none. Some of the technology coming out, which will help you build your business in Epic, I've never seen anything like it. It's just going to be absolutely phenomenal. So the website and the shopping cart built in, obviously events, the face-to-face exposure, but the retail location down the bottom, you can see the little dot there with the Epic and the eCauseway in the background. As I said, that comes from this strategic partnership with eCauseway and Epic. So eCauseway has been around for 34 years. They are in 17 countries. They do over $500 million US annually. They're one of the leading direct selling companies in the world, as you can see, but they have a network of stores around the world. So although it says 17 countries just here, we're actually going to be opening Epic pretty much on day one in 15 countries. And the reason why 15 out of the 17 is because two of those countries are Greater China and Korea. So unfortunately, the Epic style of business is not allowed to be done in those countries. But all those other countries that are available, the 15 countries, obviously including Australia, New Zealand, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Hong Kong, Macau, let alone all your bigger Thailand. Not only that, but obviously your bigger countries like the USA, Mexico, Russia's going to open. You can go through, if you look up eCauseway stores and see or eCauseway countries and see which countries they are listed in. Apart from China and Korea, every other country they're listed in is where Epic's going to launch on day one. The beauty is that you'll be able to have access to the brand new Epic product, which I'll talk about very shortly. But also, out of the 1,000 or so eCauseway products that are already available, there's going to be about 300 of those available to Epic members at a membership rate, where you can actually walk into the eCauseway store, purchase those products, and those products go towards your team building or your EV, which stands for Epic Volume. Never been seen before in this industry, where you can actually walk into a shop and buy your everyday products, your skincare, your shampoos, that sort of thing, and have it help go towards your Epic business. So we're really looking forward to that, and that's going to really set us apart. You see here the Bergea Group that owns eCauseway, or that's run by Vincent Tan. You can see some of the logos there from some big names. Obviously, the ones that stand out certainly to me are McDonald's, Starbucks, Video Easy, the Skoda, Mazda, Borders Bookshops. Now, they're not going to be available as a Epic product, but that's just to show you the size of this company and how Vincent Tan gets involved with companies that go on and have great success. So we'll just scroll down a little bit further. Again, there's a bigger picture of the store where you'll be able to walk into. And then there's a bit of a thing on the Epic system here. Again, the technology, the leader acquisition, which I'll go into shortly. But really, from an early stage, working on building a really great culture in this company. So, again, hard to explain without being there, but when you look in these guys' eyes and see what they're talking about and be involved with them, as you're shaking their hand, you obviously get an impression of people when you first see them face to face. Again, there's the slide on the Epic platform. When you see this live, it will blow your mind. It is absolutely going to be sensational. It will all tie in to the social media, so you can post things and post it on your Facebook. There's actually going to be, if you look at this little thing here, hopefully you can see my mouse. That's almost like it's like a Facebook design, but it's an Epic social media group. So you're going to be able to communicate with obviously your guests, with your team. Just unbelievable. I can't say enough about it. These are some of Glenn's favourite R's. There's actually a couple more going to be added to that. There's recruit, retain, residual. The other one is recognise. There is one more to come. Then we go down to the Epic strategic $100 million leadership development strategy. The beauty of this is if someone's earning money in a company and they'd like to leave, but they're not quite sure they can because they don't want to give their check up, this is an opportunity for them to sign a development contract with Epic. The way it works is it's not a case of, we sign up and say, yep, we'll promise you your check if you come over and wave from the stage. This is link arms with us and help us build this business. So a very, very rough rundown is let's say somebody's earning $10,000 a month in a business of a different company, and they'd like to come over to us. They go in, they sign a contract to say they will actually perform to a certain level, and if they perform at that level, then Epic will honour their $10,000 check. Now that might roughly, and don't quote me on this, but that roughly comes down to in their first month or their first 4 weeks, they have to hit a certain point in their personal recruitment. If they do that, they get their $10,000. In their second 4-week cycle, they have to hit another stepping stone. If they do that, they get their money, and so on and so on. That goes on for 6 months. So again, if anyone's there that wants to find out more about that, when you go to the website, if you click on this picture on the website, it'll actually open up in your email browser, and the email performance@epicera.com. Flick them an email, ask them for more information. They'll send back information, or ask you a few questions. You fill that out. They send you through a contract to read up on, and then you go from there. Otherwise, obviously, the person that has invited you here, please ask them, and they'll be able to get back to you about it a little bit more. So we just go through the retain. So you can see some of the products there, some of the first launch products for Epic. The first one is the Epic Brew. As you can read, it's a deliciously healthy It's made from 100% perfectly roasted cacao. Do your research on cacao and see what that does for you, and you'll find out how good this product is. And the development behind this product, I just haven't got some cacao beans and roasted them or done whatever they do with them to make cacao, which robs a lot of the nutrients. The way they've done this, it's been developed by a guy who's a third generation chocolate maker, knows how to develop it. Really interesting product. Comes in like a gel type packet, and you just squeeze it out in your hot water, add your hot water, mix it, and away you go. If you want to add milk, if you want to add sugar, you can do that. It's really up to you. It's how you want to make it. So really amazing product. Then you go down to these essential oils. Again, when I say it, it's layman's terms, but the girl that developed this, the lady that developed this, Kathleen McGowan, stood up on stage and explained how she developed it. When you hear about what these oils are like compared to any other oil on the market, it is astounding. And what we learned about how these actual pictures don't actually show the violet colour bottles that they actually do come in. These are early pictures, but you've got to put therapeutic oils that have all their natural energy, for want of a better explanation, to protect them. They have to go in violet bottles. Whereas if you look at other bottles that generally would look like this, to be honest, in the tan or the clear bottles, generally that means that a lot of the essence of the oil has been artificially added, and artificially added essence or oil essence lasts longer in a tan or a clear bottle. So if you're looking at oils anywhere and they have a clear bottle or a brown or tanny bottle, maybe check it out a bit more and see what the quality is like. But these ones, as I said, even though these pictures are in a tan bottle, they actually are now coming in the violet bottle, which holds the natural essence longer than anything else. We tried some of these products. We were able to bring some back from the USA. Really amazing products, really good. Next one down, the Epic Essentials. Again, they spoke about these in depth, but the enzymes are made up of the enzymes that you need to break down protein, you need to break down carbohydrate, etc., etc. A lot of the foods we're having don't have the enzymes anymore because they're mass produced. As soon as you cook something, it kills all the enzymes. So you have this enzyme before your meal and it just helps break the food down. I've been using it for the last week and I can already tell the difference. It is just sensational. The everyday is just a nutritional drink with MSM, which is great for your joint health. Again, it's like a raspberry type flavour. Tastes great, but very, very healthy for you. And then, of course, the sleep product. Again, exactly what it is. For those that are a bit restless, can't get enough sleep, this is just ingredients that help you sleep. They're the launch products for Epic. But because we have the strategic plan with eCosway, as I said, we will also have the access to those eCosway products. So the product for a start is Epic is those few. We have all the other eCosway products, but in the future, more and more of the Epic products coming out. They already have a spray that you spray in your mouth, and it makes raw, refined white sugar taste nasty. Um, there's also talk early next year having that spray with the enzyme with a healthy meal replacement for a weight loss group of products, if you like. So just more and more stuff coming. We scroll down a little bit further to the profit plan, which I'll go through a bit more very quickly and shortly. And then the circle of life, if you like, the iconic community success, innovative. It just goes round and round and round. And that's the philosophy again of Epic, just to keep that circle going. And then finally, down to that last Epic logo. We scroll down a bit further. As I said, there's that. You can click on that Get Started, and your email thing will pop up. Customer service, a little bit double up here of a few things. So I'm going to flick through all those. You can download a PDF here a bit more on the products. Actually, you can see there the picture with the blue bottles now. So that's probably an updated PDF. I haven't had a chance to look at that, to tell you the truth. So there you go. This is so new that the ink is still drying on some of the stuff. So it's very important you understand the timing of this. Everyone's heard of ground floor opportunities or being in at the start. We are so early that we're not calling this ground floor at the moment. We're calling this basement opportunity. We are building the foundations. At the moment, all we can do is take paper applications and log people in. I'll show you one of those in a moment. But you can't enroll. There's not one country open for enrolment as yet. We're looking at doing that as early as next week. So stay tuned. But that is just how early this is in the development of this company. So very quickly again, our Epic compensation plan. If you were to click on that, this would come up. I'll scroll through it again, explain a couple of things very quickly. Retail profit plan, pretty simple. You buy it wholesale, you sell it retail, and you keep the money that you make above what you pay for it. That's retail in a nutshell. Preferred customer program, someone you don't want to be holding a lot of stock and chasing someone up trying to sell it to them every month, so they can become a preferred customer. And if they become a preferred customer, obviously they go on, order direct from the company. They don't want to do anything about the business, so they just come on as that customer, and they can order at a membership rate from the company, and it goes towards your Epic volume. As an add-on to the preferred customer program, you see this enroll 3 and yours is free. Now the way this works is if you have 3 preferred customers on AutoShip, the average of their monthly order becomes yours. You get that given to you free of charge, up to a $300 maximum. For example, you could have 10 preferred customers. Epic will take the top 3, and let's say the top 3 order, one orders 300, one orders 200, one orders 100. My maths say that that's 600 EV between those 3 people. Therefore, the average is 200. So you get 200 EV of product free of charge for that month. Okay, pretty straightforward, just a good way if you want to promote customers and customers can go out and do it, great. Not interested in the business, no problem, we love customers, get them on board. Okay, this is where it starts to get interesting. So the first order bonus. The way this works is quite simple. You can see the different pack sizes, and when you spend money, obviously you buy product. So you've got your 300, your 600, and 900. And depending on what level you start at or what level you've qualified at, that can be anywhere from $20 to $90. So the foundation pack, someone joins at the $300 level, you'll get $20. Somebody signs up for the essential pack, $600, you get $45. And the Epic pack, they join the $900, and you get $90 as a first order bonus because of that movement of product through your business. Okay, pretty straightforward. The more people you get enrolled and you personally enroll, the more bonuses you'll make. The EV you see there and you paid in the cycle, I'll explain that very, very shortly. But the beauty of this as well is, as this goes on, your first order leadership bonus. Now the way this works is, again, there's your packs, 300, 600, 900, but your first order leadership bonus, 40, 80, 160. What that means is, if you enroll somebody at the Epic pack, cost them 900, 160 in volume rolls upwards through your leadership team. So here's you down the bottom, the enroller, you've enrolled them at $900, you get a $90 bonus. But then that 160 rolls upline from you. So your enroller, if they're a champion, they get 15% of that 160. So they get the $24 bonus. The Mentor, 24. Ambassador, 24. And upwards till that $160 is depleted. So you can imagine if you've got 5 people, okay, 5 times 90, plus 5 times 160 rolling up. So your 5 people go out and get 5 people. You've got 25 people where there's $160 rolling up to you. So 25 people times 24. If you're a mentor, 25 times 25 times 24 there, and so on upwards. But of course, once you get up to hero, you're going to have more than 25 people. You're going to have 5, 6, 7 levels deep. So you might have, who knows, 50 people times $16, 40 people times $24. I don't know how to work that out properly, but that's the money making bonus right there as far as I'm concerned. And the beauty of it is, with this pack size and with the leadership bonus, then we go down to the team cycle commission. Okay, the way it works is pretty simple as well. If you enroll somebody as a connector, a champion, a mentor, or ambassador, if you're in that rank and you enroll somebody, the team cycle bonus works like this. If you have somebody enrolls at that $900 pack, you also get 360 EV. Now, it's a binary leg, so you put somebody on your left leg, you put somebody on your right leg. So it's 360 and 360, which is pretty straightforward. Next thing you go down, it's 360. So your person gets 2 people. So they get 360 and 360 on each of their legs, and their 360 works out to be about $1,100 off the top of my head. Same thing's happening on your other leg. You've put one person in, and 2 more people come in underneath them. So again, let's say you got 1,200 on one leg and 1,200 on the other leg. The way that works is this: each week, every time one leg equals 600 points and the other leg equals 300 points, it cycles out. And as it says there, it could be worth $40 to you. So if you've got 1,200 and 1,200, you take 600 and 300. Obviously, it means you've got 600 and 900 left. So it's going to cycle again because you've got 900 and 600. So 600 comes off the 900 and the 300 comes off the 600. Okay, you put one more person in on the right leg, you could cycle again, and you could cycle again. Okay, that's not a 2-legged structure. They've also just snuck in a 3rd leg. And the 3rd leg becomes available to you at ambassador level. Now, the 3rd leg is there as a floating leg. What that means is, as you build that leg, as you know, when time after a certain amount of time you start building that leg's a swinging leg, and each week it swings into your lesser leg. So whatever volume's in that 3rd leg adds to your lesser leg, and therefore you can get cycle bonus on that as well. Okay, so that is just mind blowing, because as you build and build and build and build, and remember, this is at the very, very, very beginning. We haven't even started yet. That can cycle out 750 times, so that can be up to $30,000 a week. Okay, now that's a perfect world situation. I understand that, but what would $3,000 a week mean to you? Is that possible? I think it is. Okay, so that's how that team cycle bonus works. We roll down the Epic matching bonus. Again, what they do, you've got your associate, your marketing plan, your connector, your champion, your mentor, ambassador, hero, icon, legend, and humanitarian. Pretty straightforward. You see here at mentor, once you hit the mentor level, your first level also starts giving you a matching bonus. So anything they earn in their team cycle, you get a 15% bonus. Ambassador, 15, 10. Hero, 15, 10, 10. I won't keep going because that's all pretty straightforward. You can see how that all works. Okay, goes right up. You can see by the names as well, I'll just mention quickly that they've got rid of the precious metals. So there's no diamonds or sapphires or rubies. These are all, you know what, this is an epic journey. So let's name it, like the hero, the icon, the legend. The humanitarian's put in there because at that level they're going to have humanitarian causes that anyone can get involved in. But you know, we're going to be doing humanitarian trips around the world, doing things for the needy. So it's just going to be an amazing story. Scroll down one more. I won't get into this really at all, but the legend bonus, as you can see, have a look at it yourself. There's just bonuses that you can click into. If you advance to a legend, you get a bonus point. You get 1 share, and it's worth extra money to you. Anytime I see bonus, I like the sound of it. So that's basically all I'm going to say about that. But as I said, you can download this and go through it and read it all. The Epic Profit Plan, how do you earn commissions, the rewards, the steps to success. You can see it goes through all those levels, what you need to achieve those levels, terms and definitions, frequently asked questions. And if you have other questions, then this will be added to. Okay, we can always add to this frequently asked questions. All right, so that's a quick rundown of the profit plan. Then on this page, as I said, there's your circle of life. If you like, get started. And down here, you can download the PDF. So if you click on it, it comes up. It asks for your details, your sponsor's details, and your credit card details, that sort of thing. If you're comfortable, I don't ask you to print that out now. Fill it out, scan it, or email it to the person that invited you to this call. If you know them well and you trust them, obviously you can do your credit card details. If you don't, I understand that, but at least fill out the top sections and get it to them to show your commitment to what's happening. Because, as I said, what we're doing right now is we're taking these forms, and as they come into us, we're dating them and timing them. And that's how we're logging people into our business. Okay, that's how early this is. That's all I can say. So, again, we will do more. Stay tuned, because we will do more in-depth webinars on the profit plan, and also more in-depth on the products. But this was a quick 30-minute rundown. I've gone a couple of minutes over, so I apologise on that. But I appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to have a look. Any questions, get back to the person that invited you. This is going to be what we believe the biggest launch and the biggest opportunity to come out of this industry in the last 25 or 30 years. And we also believe that very, very quickly it will become one of the big players. We invite you to join with us. We invite you to make this happen. It is going to be sensational. We just can't wait to see you in the field, make it happen for you. And I'll just finish by saying that, my name is Greg Moody. My life is epic, and I invite you to make your life epic too. Thanks for your time, and all the best.